go ahead, get comfortable, take a breath, release anything you need to release, grab your intuition, grab a notebook to write down any intuitive notes that you want to write down, and let's get into a reading. It is our mission here at Spiritual Society to offer you amazing spiritual content like these tarot readings to help you live your most aligned life. So what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to choose between one of these two crystals. So our first crystal is scolecite, a beautiful white crystal, scolecite, and our crystal 2 is moonstone, one of my personal favorites. Actually, I'm wearing 2 different types of moonstone on my neck as well. So we have scolecite 1 and 2, we have moonstone. Go ahead and make your choice now. You could choose both if you feel drawn to both as well. And go ahead and find the marker below so you can hop right to that reading, and I'll see you over there. Hello, my beautiful white scolecites. So, Crystal 1, let's get going. I want to start with our white deck. So I often get this deck out to get us some clarity, to clarify things for us, and I think we need a little clarity right now to see what you need to hear right now. What is important that is in your field? We're going to look really immediately. So some of this might be big picture, some of this will really be something that is here now. It is in your field right now. It is important right now. Some of it might blow up a little bit bigger, but we're gonna take a look at what is here for you, available for you right now. Ooh, I'm feeling some interesting energy. This deck has some strong answers. Yes. Okay. So we're starting with 5 cards. That is where we're getting started. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands right behind our Knight of Swords. We have the King of Swords right behind our Knight of Swords and our Knight of Wands. We have the Hangman reversed, and we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Well, welcome to your reading. That is an entrance. Oh my goodness. All right, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, King of Swords. Let's start there. I am feeling like you have some real masculine energy that is very interested in you. You have eyes on you. If you are with someone right now, there are other people who are interested as well. If you are not with someone, there are people who are looking at you, who are trying to tap into your energy field or trying to get in there. There might be some people from the past trying to rush in for you. I am feeling some very interesting masculine energy around you. Now, the interesting thing is that we do have one really dominant masculine energy, but I could see that, this Knight energy from the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, I feel like this has the potential to kind of, get you distracted enough that you might not see this rock solid masculine energy that is also just kind of, it's not as fast. These are faster moving. These are a little swifter, want to sweep you off your feet, want to get your attention, want to take your notice. They're a little more attention grabbing, especially this smarty pants over here. Now, this is a smarty pants too. These are 2 very smart masculine energies. Very smart, very, very knowledgeable, see the truth. You can go to them for answers. The kind of people that you want to just give up all control for a little while. Just let somebody else make the decisions and they'll do it because they are used to doing that. Now, I find this so fascinating. So our Knight energy is coming in, our second Knight energy with a lot of career movement. Somebody's very invested in their career, very passionate, very driven, very purposeful, thinks out of the box, very creative, really, doesn't let anything get in the way. Both of these, I would be very curious about. But I wouldn't get so distracted that you don't notice this really dominant masculine energy near you, because it feels like an interesting magnetic force around you, that there is someone who I think that you really do notice, but I feel like it might be the kind of thing that you might be intimidated by this person. You might feel like this person, is like out of your league, or think that this person is, and this could be somebody that you're seeing too, that you're like, well, this can't really, might be a little part of you is like, this can't really work. This person's so together. He's like got this presence. There is a presence here, and this is something I'm very interested in. We'll take more of a look, don't worry. Now, we have the Hangman reversed. So I'm feeling like you might not feel completely yourself right now. And you also might feel like you don't have time. There might be a part of you that feels like I cannot wait. I cannot just wait around for things to happen. I need to make things happen. Things need to be happening yesterday. Let's get going on this adventure. I need it to. But the truth is, you do have time, and you have time to wait and see where things are going, to let them lay out the way they need to lay out, and really to truly just be yourself. Let yourself come back to yourself, because there's a part of you that might feel pulled in all directions, even if you're not really. It could be just all this energy that's on you that's like sort of taking from you. So really coming back to yourself and letting yourself just observe, take in, notice, have some patience that things don't all have to happen all at once. Now we have the Page of Pentacles reversed as well. So I think that there is something important that's not getting through to you, and it's an important message. And I do think that we're getting into money or things about your health, wealth, the world around you. This is things of the earth. So there is something important here that I think that you're not seeing or you're not getting. You're not tapping that download, but it's very close to you. It's something actively like sort of trying to pursue you, trying to say, hey, I want you to have abundance. I want you to have this thing that you want. I want you to have the fitness that you want, whatever that thing is. So I want you to really open your eyes up to signs and messages. This is a good space to just ask, can you help me see these signs and messages? I'd like to open my eyes to signs and messages and let those things come in for you, because there's something important there. I'm loving what our white deck is dishing. I think that maybe we stay with our white deck for a second. This is a good choice. My goodness, such interesting information coming in. So I want to stay here for just a second and see what else we can glean, and then we can break it down and ask some more questions. I just want to know anything else that we can get out of here. And I'm feeling some pretty fierce energy. Only 4 cards this time. So we have the Chariot reversed, we have Temperance, we have the 9 of Swords. I'm not doing a great job with my fingers here. We have the 9 of Swords, and we have the Justice card. So we have the Chariot reversed. So first of all, I feel that feeling again, and this reminds me of this feeling of, it's sort of the opposite of your feeling that like, I don't have time, it needs to have happened yesterday. I should already have done this thing. I should already be at this place in my life. I need to accomplish, I need to move forward, quick. This is sort of like, a halt to a lot of progress has been made. There is a stop in momentum. So that feeling might have come upon you because there was a sort of sudden stop to the progress you were making. Is there something that you can immediately identify that stopped all of that action-oriented progress you were making? Because it feels like you were on a progress tip. You were really going after it. And maybe some emotion, something came up, some, heart space, or there was something, but, a wheel broke off of this Chariot and it's been stopped for a moment. It's really come to a standstill, and all that juicy progress that you want to be making is just right in front of you. It's right ahead of you. It's ready to reach out and touch, but it's not happening yet. So next we have Temperance. So Temperance is telling me that there is space for some more balance in your life. And that could even be the thing that's holding up the progress. Something may have tipped out of balance that's leaving you stalled out. And this could be a habit. This could be maybe a bad habit. Something that you're kind of maybe using as a distractor. I'm not getting a read on that, but I am getting a read that something's out of balance. Something needs to be put back in balance. Something needs to be put back in its place. If it's something that you've been really, just going to town with, like binge watching shows or overindulging in certain things, going to too many certain, what it is. You get a feel of what that is. And whatever that is, that's a space to put something back in place. So now we also have the 9 of Swords. I don't love this card coming up for you because it's telling me that things might be really muddled up in your mind, and that you might really have something that is really stressing you out and really causing you a lot of worry and a lot of chaos and a lot of intense emotion and feeling and thoughts. The kind of thing that could keep you up at night and keep you from sleeping, but also could just be that subconscious buzz that goes throughout your day, and that something needs attention. That to really let yourself just see it, let yourself just fully see it, but see it peacefully. If you can, take a moment, not in the middle of the night, not right before you're going to bed, but sometime during the day where you can turn off all distractions and just see what is going on, what is worrying you, what is causing you stress, what is causing you strife, what is causing you disturbance, and really so you can actually address it. And then we have the Justice card. So something also might not feel fair. There might feel like there's something out of, and all of this does feel very connected to me. This, that you have it, that you have this feeling like you're behind and that you need to be in another place than where you are right now, and that it should have happened yesterday. And this feeling that things have stalled out, that things aren't moving forward the way that they were. And, the imbalance of some habit in your life causing a lot of stress and mental chaos, and this feeling that there's something that's unfair. And those all feel kind of like they're knitted together, and it's time to kind of take that sweater apart, deciding that sweater, that's not a sweater you're going to want to wear. It's not a sweater that you're going to want to do anything with. What we can do is we can just unwind it all, take all those pieces apart, put things back in balance, let yourself take action on what's actually important, let yourself take time for what you need to take time on, remove any feelings that you're not where you should be. And it sounds very easy when I say it like this, but just see it all as objectively as possible. Take a look at what the real things are that are causing you stress, and let yourself make peace with something that might not feel fair at all. Let's go ahead. I do want to move into, our gold deck. I want to take a look at this masculine energy. Oh my. I'd like to know more about romance in your life. I would like to know more about this masculine energy that's coming through. We had the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Swords as the first 3 cards that I pulled for you. And, that could be something that's a little out of balance too, that you've got your hands full. You've got a lot of energy just sweeping through your field. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, okay, so I'm going with 5 cards right here. I'm going with 6 cards. It's one more that it was just calling out for you. Okay, here we go. So we have a lot of reverse cards and a couple upright cards. We have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. We have the Death card reversed. We have the Lovers reversed, a lot of reversed cards. We have the 9 of Wands upright. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have pulled 3 knights. There's so much masculine energy around you. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, here we go. So the most interesting thing is the 9 of Pentacles reversed. So you have all of this masculine energy around you. You have all of this magnetic, this magnetic pull and attraction toward you. All of these eyes are on you. Everybody's interested in you, but you might not feel very good about yourself right now. There's something that might be off. You might not feel good in your physical world, whether it is with money. You might feel like money is really, strained, and that might not make you a good partner. Or you might feel like you're not as beautiful as you really are, or that you are, that your health is not as good as you think it should be if you were going to have somebody love you. But we're really asking about this masculine energy. So this is telling me that you're not feeling your most beautiful, potent self. And you are beautiful, and you are potent, and you are absolutely stunning and wonderful, regardless of any of those feelings, those little, whisperings that might be happening for you. Let's continue. So we have the Lovers reversed as well. So I am feeling this little bit of you that might feel unlovable, that might feel like that's, not something that's open and available to you. There might be a part of you that feels like you are not worthy of what it is you really desire, or that it's just not possible. there's so much potential. There's so much love potential, so much soulmate potential around you at this very second. But there seems to be something really stifling that, really sort of snuffing that out, smothering that it's really stalled out, that it's really hard for you to be in that space and really open and available to all the things that are knocking on your door right now. And there are a lot of options for you. Now, we also have death reversed. So I think either someone from the past is resurging or memories of something from the past might be resurging for you. That maybe you let go of something, or maybe one of these masculine energies has really is from the past and is really causing you a lot of uncomfortable feelings. But it's something that's sort of coming back to life for you, and it's something you really had let go of and walked away from and really thought there was no potential and really thought that it was over, but it's sort of turning out that maybe it's not over, and maybe it's not over. Maybe this is the thing that should be coming back to life. Let's see what else we have. So I am seeing that hurt from the past with our Nine of Wands, that you are ready to get back in, and you're not 100%, you're not completely ready to rock and roll. You're not full energy with arms wide open saying, this is love, where is love, I'm here, I'm open to it, I'm ready to walk off a cliff if I need to. This is, like, okay, you fooled me once, I got hit over the head, and I am not well yet. I am not completely healed, but I'm ready to get back up and to sort of stand my guard. I'm ready to sort of try this again. But it's shaky energy. It's a little bit shaky for you. Now we have the Ace of Wands reversed. So I am seeing that all of this potential, there's lots and lots of potential around you, but it's stalled out as well. So I'm just seeing a lot of stagnation really around you. I see tons of great stuff that you can reach out and touch, reach out and grab, but you're kind of just, it's staying stalled out in a lot of ways. It's just not available. You're not opening your hands to it. You're ignoring the opportunities that are coming in to drive you forward, to make you so excited, to make you feel like you're on the grand adventure that you are on. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So really, I'm just seeing another person who's interested in you. I really see this as another masculine energy. We have 3 knights and we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords interests me the most because I feel this as such a grounded, intense energy that is fully matured in their, in their self. And it doesn't feel like running after you energy, and I don't think you're going to get that from that person, but I don't think you need that from that person because they bring so much to the table that you don't have to run after each other at all. It's enough to be who you are. The two of you just being who you are is enough. No games at all. Now, our Knight of Pentacles also would be a great option. This would be a fun person too. This is a great consistent energy. I mean, all of this energy showing up, it's all interesting. And I'm sure it's all very flattering. It feels like some great masculine energies around you. Whether you've picked up on all of it or not, I know that you aren't feeling completely right in your openness. You might not even be open to receiving all of these many messages that are coming in for you, but this is a nice consistent energy. I love I love our Knight of Pentacles. I think this is a wonderful, consistent, showing up, really there for you energy. But I'm the most interested in that that King of Swords. Let's ask our cards about that King of Swords. Let's just find out if there's anything. And I'm sorry if I'm not choosing the knight that you're most interested in. I feel like sometimes things from the past sometimes get our most attention. Let's take a look at that King of Swords. Okay. Now, looking at our King of Swords, we have the 7 of Cups, we have the 3 of Swords, and we have the Empress. So this is telling me that that this person does have sort of an alternate universe that they also live in. So they do also have this other space So, they're very, very smart, but sometimes they get too much in their own head. So they could get so in their own head, even emotionally, that it could be even hard for those initial steps to take place, because it's hard for you to really know how interested they are, because they're still sort of running mental calculations and seeing how things might go and imagining this and imagining that, and sort of just living in this alternate universe where this happens and that happens, and how would that play out and how would this play out. This is showing me also that this person has been through heartbreak. So this person has had their heart broken. They have had some real, and it's not healed yet, it's not done yet, and I know that you have too, and that your 9 of Wands self is stepping up and getting back into the game. So there is, you're both kind of making your way back from something. You're not at your full capacity, either one of you, but you both have so much potential when you are at full capacity. So take the time that you need to take. They might need a little bit of time as well to heal their broken heart. But this person really has the potential to make you feel like you are it, that you are this divine feminine empress, just that everything grows around you, things feel wonderful, you feel in your place. This kind of has that opposite feeling of that 9 of Pentacles reversed, that like this is the completion of it all coming to you. But it's not even that, because this is seeing you in who you are, not just in the momentary, oh, this is what's happening in my life right now. This is like big picture. They see how glorious of a human you are, how wonderful you are and complete you are. Ooh, and a loud motor going by. How complete you are and how exquisite you are, just as you are, and as how you really are as yourself. Okay, I want to take, I could just look into all of these. Oh my goodness. I do feel like we could go on for like 4 hours for this reading, because there's so much to break down. Okay, I'm going to go back to my old trusty deck. And with my old trusty deck, I just want to ask, and I also want to ask the clarifying deck this. I'm going to do 2. So I want to ask about that stagnant energy. All this stagnant energy, what can we do for you to help you turn this around? What can you do? What needs to happen for you to feel like you're moving through life again? For you to feel like you're making progress? For you to feel like, ooh, I am on fire and I'm in exactly the right place at the right moment. And wow, everything just came together, and doesn't it feel amazing? And Okay, so now I have 6 cards. I have 3 from our old trusty deck, 3 from our clarifying deck. So I already flipped the white cards over. So I have the 4 of Pentacles. I have the Knight of Pentacles again. And I have the Moon over here from our old trusty deck. And then I have the 2 of Wands reversed. I have the 8 of Cups reversed. And I have the King of Wands upright. All right, here we go. We're getting some answers. So this is what I am reading. First of all, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So this is really telling me that a little release valve needs to happen, that there might be a part of you that's hoarding pieces. It's fear, that you're operating out of fear that you won't ever have something again. Fear that if you, that if you let go, that it'll never come back, or fear that you're operating from a fear system in some aspects of your life. And that's creating this kind of tension of holding everything close to your chest, making sure it can't get away, gripping it really tight. So I don't know that this is a call to action. It's just sort of a call out of like, this is kind of what's happening. So just so you know, that's what's happening. That's what's going down. Now, with our Knight of Pentacles showing up, this is the second time we're pulling the Knight of Pentacles. All the noises happening now. I always say outside noises amplify the messages. Well, the noise is coming. The noise is happening. So our Knight of Pentacles, the second time we're pulling our Knight of Pentacles, and this is telling me that person, that consistent person that does have really great energy, that person, even though they might be very attracted to you and attracted to your energy, they might be in your world for something else, that they might be able to help you along the way. They might be somebody you work with. This might be somebody that's a friend of yours. This might be someone who can help jumpstart this motor, that can help you get back into feeling like you've got the momentum to move forward. It doesn't have to be a romantic way. If you want to, you know, use your hangman upright, take your time, figure out who your person is, suss that out, and then be all in on that person. And if that person is not this person, it's okay. This person might still really have something to offer you. Okay, we had a little noise interruption. We have the moon. So the moon is telling me that there is something here that's also being kind of kept secret. It's in the dark. It's not fully out in the light. And this might be something you're keeping secret to yourself. This might be something that you're hiding away, but this also might be something that you really don't know about, that's kind of affecting your energy, that there's someone around you or something around you that's sort of doesn't feel right, that something doesn't feel right. And if that strikes a chord with you, I'd love for you to take an intuitive note right now of what you immediately think of that just doesn't feel right in your life, that could be holding you back, that could be keeping you stagnant, that could keep you from moving forward, that you don't really know what to do about it, because that might not be in your energy, might not be something that you've been really aware of. It's just sort of a lingering feeling that but that thing that's off, that's worth investigating, because that feels like that could really be that could be really keeping you stagnant, holding you back, keeping you from your fullest potential. So now from our clarifying deck, we have the Two of Wands reversed. So this can be a very travel-oriented card. This can be a card of, when we think of travel, we think of sort of adventuring out into the unknown, adventuring into something new. And that sort of, putting the brakes that, on that, like not wanting to do something new, that's telling me that in order to get that momentum back, to feel like you're back to being yourself, your full chariot mode, you're taking action, things don't feel stalled out, things feel great, your mind isn't in 500 different places of this isn't right and that's not right and what about this and what about that, is to really let yourself do some new things. And these can be small new things. Take a class you've never taken before. Go somewhere that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It feels like you're traveling to a new country where you don't speak the language. It feels like, okay, I'm going to try this thing even though I don't feel confident in it and it puts me out of my comfort zone. So putting a couple of new things. I'm going to say, let's put 2 new things for our Two of Wands. 2 new things on your list for something you're going to do this week that will help to jumpstart that energy and that momentum. They don't have to be big things. It could be a fruit you've never tried before at the grocery store. It could be, bringing it back to the kitchen, cooking a dish that you've never cooked before, or talking to a stranger that you've never talked before. Okay, then we have the Eight of Cups reversed, which also tells me that part of the stagnation might be that you haven't fully let go of something. And we had the Death card reversed before of, something that might be from the past that's resurging, that you did really let go of. But now you might not be willing to really let go of it again or walk back away from it. So whatever has come back up for you, whatever feelings have been reopened, letting yourself know that it's okay, no matter what happens. If you do decide to walk away, that's okay too. That you have to trust yourself that you're going to make the right decision, that you'll make the right decision with whatever happens. And I know that's a big ask, to trust yourself. Oh my goodness, But letting yourself take those small trust steps, just repeating to yourself over and over again throughout the day, I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I trust. I know that you're going to make the right choices for you. I know that on a deep level, you're going to do what you need to do. So letting yourself know that if you do walk away from something, just because it used to hold a lot of heart space for you doesn't mean that it still has to, or that it deserves all of your attention or deserves to hold up your life. Now, we also have the King of Wands. I've got to say it. I think this is another masculine energy. This is another masculine energy that causes me a great deal of interest. I love our King of Swords and I love our King of Wands here. They feel like very mature energy with it surrounded by this Knight energy, this sort of like, this Knight energy that's like sort of, at least from our Knight of Swords and our Knight of Wands, they're both fast moving cards. These sort of like more attention grabbing people. But there are these very grounded masculine energies around you as well that are very powerful and I think would make very great romantic chemistry and partners for you. And I think that could be some hard decision making coming up. There'll be a deeper link to do a deeper dive below if you need to do a deeper dive, because that can be very difficult. But knowing that you have all of these options, that's pretty wonderful in itself. So let's pull, I'm going to pull three pink cards for you. So we're going to pull 3 pink cards from our pink deck, and our pink deck can be very sassy. No rules here, no rules on this deck. And I just want to pull 3 cards for you. This doesn't have, I want guidance from your highest self, from your guides, your angels. I just want to know about you, about what you need to be doing, about what you need to know. We have the Magician as our first card. We have the 4 of Cups as our, we have the 6 of Cups. Isn't that funny? I know this card so well, inside and out, but somehow I see it upside down, and we have the 6 of Cups reversed, and we have the 7 of Wands. All of my brain is going. I was about to say swords. The 7 of Wands. So we have, first of all, the Magician. The Magician is a master manifester. And this is, I love this. My whole self felt this wave of yes when I turned to this card over. That you really are so much more powerful than you know and than you think. You have every tool at your disposal. You can have the life you want to have. You are gifted with great things. Great things are on your table and in your destiny. You do have to take action. You do have to take action with the tools and the resources you have. And that is going to be important. You do need that momentum. That doesn't mean that you just fly into things. That you can let yourself be the hanged man. You can let yourself really take it in and see what it is that you're deciding over. And then with the 6 of Cups reversed, this is a feeling of, this really gets into like childhood nostalgia and feelings and emotions of that kind. So this makes me think that there might be something that you are denying yourself that's a great comfort to you. And I really want you to get to, sort of think of family, think of your siblings, parents, your childhood friends, best friends, people that you feel so known by. There might be something there that needs to be repaired. And in repairing that, I think could set you on a very good path indeed. That could really clean some things up for you. So giving yourself some attention to come back to what feels very comfortable, that feels, like you've known it forever, and where you feel the most known for who you really are. And then we have our 7 of Wands. And this is a card of like maintaining the space that you've already covered. You've already gotten to a certain point and now you're just sort of holding your ground. And this feels like it's telling me that that you don't have to be making all the progress in the world right now. It's okay if you're figuring out how to use the tools that you have, that you're figuring out how to take all the action that you need to take. Don't feel overwhelmed by this. That's not what this card is for. It's to tell you that you have unlimited potential, that there is nothing too big for you. There is no mountain too high. This really is like, hey, it's unlocked for you. You got everything at your disposal. And this is saying, but you don't have to do it in a crazy way. You can also just sort of maintain what you've done so far, let yourself get your equilibrium back, find that balance, find that temperance, get things in alignment, and then you can move forward. It's all right if you just sort of stay in one place for a second while you figure it out. It's okay if you just hold the ground that you've already covered. So many sounds. I always say outside sounds amplify the message, so you're getting tons of amplification today. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, okay. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, like this video. Also, you may want to do a deeper dive. I still could go on for hours. I feel like there's so many questions, especially romantic questions. You have so much masculine energy around you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love this. I would love to hear about this. I want to hear what's going on with you. I want to hear your feelings. I want to hear your emotions. If you feel that stagnation, or if you feel like oh, this is overwhelming, or like no, I've got this. I'm so excited to sort of jumpstart things again. I'd love to hear it, and I read every comment. I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you so much light. I'm sending you just everything that you need to maintain the ground that you've covered, to not feel like you can feel like you are in the exact right place at the exact right time because you have followed your own voice and your own instinct of what you need to do, but knowing that you have unlimited potential and that it's right at your fingertips and it's right in front of you. Mwah. All right, until I see your precious self again very soon. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful Moonstone. Oh, I love Moonstone. I'm excited to do this reading with you. Okay, so let's get started right away. So I would like to start with you in our white clarifying deck as well. So I started our last reading with our white clarifying deck, and I want to start this reading with our white clarifying deck too. So I just want to take a look at what needs clarity in your life. What are we looking at? What's going on in your energy? What's popping up for you? What is there? What is available? What is interesting? What is good? What is could use improvement? What are we looking at? All right, so we have 5 cards. I have the King of Wands as your first card. I have the Knight of Pentacles as your second card. I have the 6 of Swords. I have the Sun. And I have the World. Well. Now we pulled from our white deck, we pulled the King of Wands as our very last card of our last reading. The Knight of Pentacles popped up as well. I don't think that was in our white deck. That was in a different deck, but some really interesting masculine energy around you. So what I'm seeing, first of all, is that you might have 2 people who are very interested in you right now. 2 people, you might be with one of them at the moment. There might be someone else who's catching your eye. This could be someone from the past. These could be 2 people from the past. This could be one person you're interested in but you haven't talked to yet, and one person that you've been talking to. Either way, you've got some very potent masculine energy popping through as your very first 2 cards. Romance. So what I'm seeing, first of all, the King of Wands is very powerful masculine energy. This is some very dominant masculine energy. It is unstoppable. This person is the kind of person who goes after their goals. They do not stop. Nothing is getting in their way. They are creative. They are passionate. They are fiery. They are purposeful. They are career driven. They're good at what they do. This is some very, it's some good energy. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is also some good energy, making a softer entrance. This is someone who is consistent, who's good with money, who has a little bit of that protector provider energy, who wants to help, who wants to, to be the person for you, who wants to show up, and who does show up over and over again, who really values you, and has a just really good fiber of their being. I'm seeing 2 great masculine energies in your world right now, and don't worry, we will ask more questions about this because this is fascinating. Now we have the 6 of Swords. So with our 6 of Swords, this is a card of Swords getting into the mental space, mind space, intelligence, truth as well, that you might be leaving some thoughts behind. You might be really trying to leave something behind. So there might be a part of you that's making the effort to put distance between you and something else, something you used to think about all the time, something that you used to really mull around over and over and over again, and that probably you still are, but you really are trying to put space and distance between you and it. Now we also have the Sun, and I love the Sun. This is such a positive card, and it's so powerful, so supercharged. And this tells me that there's a lot of optimism in your field right now. Now, this doesn't mean that you're leaning into all of that, but you can lean into it if you choose to. You have the ability to really let yourself just fall into optimism. Let yourself make that choice. If you feel like you're like trying to decide, like, oh, should I be a little bit pessimistic or optimistic about this? Should I let myself have a down day or an up day? Which sometimes we get to make those choices. Often we really do. Let yourself choose the optimistic choice. Let yourself embrace the sunshine. Let yourself be as powerful as you truly are. And you are very, very powerful. And we also have the world. So this is telling me, this is a big card. So is the sun. This is telling me that there is a big life transition in your field right now. There's a big life transition that's ready to happen for you. This is a transitional card. This is someone, dancing right through it. It is happy. It is joyful. And it is a before and after. Before this thing and after this thing. So if there's a big transition, life transition you've been waiting for and wanting to happen, welcome to the world. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the transition. Here we go. Things are starting to move. Things are starting to change for you. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to move into the pink deck right away because I just want to look into your energy, what's going on in your energy, what's going on for you, what do we need to know about what's going on with you. Don't worry, we're going to get more into those two masculine energies. We're not done with that. I want to know more about this transition that's coming for you. I want to know more about everything, but I want to see what's going on in your energy. So I have the Emperor. I have the World again. So this might be something that is actively going on. You might be in the middle of a big life transition. There might be something actively really going on. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Empress. And we have the Queen of Swords. It seems like a very powerful time for you, a very auspicious time for you. Now, I feel like all these good things are going on, then we sort of have this like Five of Pentacles that comes up in the middle there. But let's break it down. So first of all, we have the Emperor, which is this intense masculine energy. You might have just a lot of masculine energy around you and a lot of masculine energy interested in you. This feels like this could be something that's romantic. This also feels like this could be something in your work world. This is the kind of person who's very successful, very dominant alpha male energy, someone who's really accomplished a lot, someone who's got the answers to everything, and someone that you would go to like get the answers to something that you feel safe around, that they could handle outside, things. Sometimes they might handle it too much where like you get overhandled, where you don't have as much control as you want to have. But this person seems like they're an important person in your world right now. So this popping up in your energy means that that this is something very close to you that's important. It's affecting you a lot. Now the World popping up in your energy as well. I just think you might be going through this transition right now. This could be a huge life transition that you are in the middle of. Now, this could also be on the precipice that you're just about to have a huge boom. Life is different. But this is something that is very potent and very close and very big and very exciting and wonderful and joyful. I love this. This is exciting stuff. I love it. Now, the Five of Pentacles popping up in the middle of this really sort of tells me that you could be financially struggling. You could be having a little bit of a difficulty with something in the physical world, that you don't like where you live, or you don't like even the body that you're in, that you're having a hard time with something feels a little desperate, a little oof. But it also could just feel that way. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is that way. It could be that things have that shade and tinge of fear around them. So it could be really either of those things. You could be in the middle of something that feels really desperate and that feels really scary. Either way, I think it feels scary, whether you're really in it or whether it's imaginary. Now we also have the Empress and we have the Queen of Swords. So whatever you are going through, you have the resources to handle it. You have some great energy. And not only is your energy great, but it is two balancing sides of the coin. We have your extremely divine feminine energy with your very, decision making, mentally focused, smart girl energy. These are, really two different sides of the scale, sort of mothering, super fertile, creative, very womanly feminine energy, and this more dominant feminine energy that's, makes more assertive decisions and is more, rational. And, really, you have so much power. You have a great package. I love you. I love all of that. I love all of those things. Okay, I want to take a look into this life transition. So I just want to pull a card from our old trusty deck and I'm going to say 2 cards because that's what I'm feeling, but sometimes our deck delivers what she delivers. So I'm not promising I'll only choose 2 cards. Yeah. Ugh. 3 cards. 2, 3. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. I love it. So this makes me happy because we have the 5 of Pentacles back here. I'm asking about this transition that you're going through. This tells me that really any financial strife, those things that I was talking about, it could be if you don't feel good in your body right now, anything in your physical world, you hate where you live, all of those things, you're really about to feel abundant. This big life transition, it's going to leave you in a space that you have up leveled. You are going up in the world. You are going to feel like a very abundant version of you. This is a very generous card. It is a card of completion. And then we also have the 5 of Pentacles reversed, which is great because we don't really, 5 of Pentacles upright. I would this is saying, hey, we're going to start moving that away. It's not going to be gone completely. It's not that it's all going to leave you and you're going to be just, like free of any fear from this ever again, but it's transitioning and it's going away. Any problems that you're having in that world are going away. Now we also have the Knight of Wands popping up here. So I'm feeling that there is something about a person in your world that's very important for the transition that you're going through. This is a person who now we have the King of Wands out here, but this is the Knight of Wands popping up. So this is someone who is fiery as well, who is moving pretty fast, who very career focused, very ambitious, doesn't let things get in their way, very good at handling obstacles, creative thinker. So this is someone that is going to be important for this transitory time for you. So this big life transition that you're going through or about to go through, this person is going to be a pivotal part of it, whether this is a work person or a sibling or I don't know that I'm feeling this in a romantic way at all. I feel these 2 romantic energies on you and I don't know that I'm feeling this as one of them. Could be. But I'm feeling this more as sort of like a somebody who's a friend, a family member, someone who's pivotal in this transition in your life. Let's continue. Okay, I want to go ahead and pull. I would like to pull from our gold deck because I'd really like to take a little look at this masculine energy. So first, I just want to take a look at I want to look at our King of Wands. I want to pull 2 cards for our King of Wands, and I want to pull 2 cards for our Knight of Pentacles. So, all right, so for King of Wands, I pulled the Queen of Wands and I pulled the 8 of Cups. For our Knight of Pentacles, I pulled the King of Cups and the Empress reversed. So we're getting some answers. We sure are. All right, so for our King of Wands, and I guess I'll bring these little guys over here. So our King of Wands is the card we're asking about. We pulled the Queen of Wands, which tells me that you could be extremely well matched to this masculine energy. That not only could you be extremely well matched with your natural gifts, your natural ability, the nature of who you are as a person, sort of balancing out who they are as a person, that you're really even. You've really got an even keel to you as a couple. But also, I think you bring out the best in each other, and I think they bring out the best in you, that they really light you up and turn you into a sort of more fiery version of yourself, that you are fiery, you are optimistic, you are that same kind of driven, no obstacles get in the way. You sort of take over some of their traits. Because remember, I mean, we've pulled in your energy, the Empress and the Queen of Swords, which is where you are right now. And this gets into some of that, like, this is a different kind of energy where you're sort of coming into a different space of yourself with this person, a space that I like a lot. I love our Queen of Wands. Now, we also have the Eight of Cups. So I do think that this person has the ability to help you walk away from the thing that is hard to walk away from. So the thing that's like hard to move away from in your heart space. Now we have the Six of Swords here of moving away from something in a mental space. And this is more of moving away from something in a feeling and emotional space, that to get the distance you need from something from the past emotionally, this person is someone who can help you get there. That romantically, this person will help you, will get you to a space that, like, you're not thinking about things from the past anymore. You're thinking about your present. You're thinking about what's going on in the here and the now. Now, I was asking about our Knight of Pentacles next, and I find this very interesting. So we have the Empress reverse and we have the King of Cups. So this tells me that this person really does have, they have all these great qualities of showing upness, but they also have a real depth of feeling and emotion. So I love those qualities. I love this pairing. This is fantastic. You really do have two fantastic options in front of you. The most interesting thing is the Empress reverse popping up here, because we pulled the Empress in your energy. So this popping up here with our Knight of Pentacles is telling me that you have a potential with this person to not fully be yourself, that you might compromise pieces of yourself away with this person. I do not think that's a rule, that you have to do that in order to have this person. So really, this is just a warning that's saying, really trust and be yourself if you choose to be with this person, that you must really plant yourself and ground yourself in who you are, and don't lose sight of who you are, or let go of who you are to put a mask on or be somebody else because you think that's what someone else wants. So it's sort of, I feel like that's more of a warning almost of, just to stay grounded in who you are. Okay, let's continue. I want to go back to our old trusty deck. And I just really want to know, I want to know a little bit more about this transition. If there's anything we can know about what it is. So we really got some, I think there's some financial abundance in this transition for you. We also know that this Knight of Wands is going to be important for you through it, but we don't really know what it is. So, and we might not get those answers. This might be the kind of thing where it says, a bulk reading and the cards are like, we can't get that specific because we're tapping out to multiple people for, what this transition is. This transition's just, but let's see if we can. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and that is very interesting. Okay. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and I have the High Priestess. Okay. This transition. And then I have the Knight of Pentacles again. So very interesting. All right, so I have the Nine of Pentacles getting us started. I'm asking what this is. I definitely think this is in the physical world. A lot of what is happening in this transition will be happening in the physical world. Those would be the most obvious things anyway, because right behind that we also have the High Priestess. So I think that really gets into enlightenment and intuition and your divine feminine energy, and there's something mysterious and very wise there. They would be making like a spiritual evolution as well. But I really think it's precipitated by something in the physical world, because we've gotten so much Pentacles energy coming in for this. So we know that you might have been really afraid of something financially, or things might not feel good or be good financially, but that there is this transition going on. And within that, we know that something abundant is there, and that it can really put an end to the feeling of fear, or the feeling of, that you don't have what you need, or desperation. And really it gets into it's again saying, hey, this is abundant. This is going to be an abundant time. Things are really going to come in for you financially, but in the physical world. So that also means if it is in your body, if it is in your fitness, if it is in your health, if it is in your home, if it is whatever this transition is, it's a big life transition. It's not something small, it's big. And it also is very abundant. It is really raining down on you where you just feel like, wow, I really got it, didn't I? I really got it all. We also have the 10 of Pentacles with this as well. So this is really, you got it. It is coming in, and it's coming in good. So we also know there's kind of the spiritual component to this and this intuitive component to this, that this will make you an intuitive version of yourself, that you will sort of reach a new magical level, a new level of really being able to be at one and be at peace with who you are and what you can see and what you know. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles showing back up. So I do feel like this person, we know that the Knight of Wands is important for you in this transition. I think this Knight of Pentacles is important for you in this transition too. So this person who shows up, who has this potential, this King of Cups potential, is also very important to you on this journey. This could be somebody you're seeing. This could be somebody who has a lot more emotional depth than what you know they have right now. This could be, somebody that you haven't started seeing yet, that's, like their attention's just on you. But this person, I think, is going to be very important for you through this. And I don't think we're going to get a clear answer on exactly what it is. We're just going to sort of know some of the results of what happened. And we're okay with that. That's all right. The answers are the answers. And we are embracing that. I want to pull two more last cards for you. So I do want to pull two more last cards. And I want to pull them from our pink deck. So I just want to pull two last cards for anything else that you need to know about what's going on, anything else you need to hear that we don't know to ask a question about, just anything else that might be showing up in your energy. So we have the Two of Wands reversed, and I have the Page of Wands. I have a lot of Wands action here because I have Queen of Wands energy in your field compared with the King of Wands. But then I also have that King of Wands. I have the Knight of Wands, that person who's going to help you through this transition that's going to be important for you. Now, we have the Page of Wands and we have the Two of Wands reversed. So I do think here that the Two of Wands reversed is saying, hey, it's time to take a bigger look at things, to see things from a bigger point of view, to look at things with a huge perspective. So maybe it's time to really, this is like a traveling card. So really sort of travel through time. Take a second to write down your 20-year goals. Where do you want to be in 20 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? Take a really big view. Take a really giant look at what you want for yourself. And let yourself, because I think that there's a part of this that's saying you have not let yourself do that you have not let yourself really see what the end game is here, what the end result is, or that you're looking at things in too microscopic of a looking glass, that you're just really seeing a teeny tiny little, but you're not seeing it in the big picture in the way that you could be. And then we also have the Page of Wands here. So the pages are these youthful messenger cards, and this is telling me that I really do think we're coming back to this big transition, and we're this big purpose-filled, fiery, that there's something important, there's a message that's important that's coming in for you. I want you to be on the lookout for messages and for signs, which actually Moonstone is very helpful for messages and signs. And ask for guidance, ask for clarity, ask for help. Ask for guidance from your angels, from your guides, from your higher self, whoever you ascribe to that you feel comfortable asking. Let yourself really reach out and open yourself up for messages to drop in for you, because I feel like there's some important things that are tapping, knocking on your door right now. Oh my goodness. I want to hear your thoughts on this, and I want to hear your thoughts on this big transition. Is this something you are going through right now? Do you know exactly what it is? Do you have a feeling you know what it is? Is it something that might take you completely by surprise, that you come back to this video in 2 weeks and you're like, I know what it is now? But write it down below. Put it in the comments. I read all of the comments. I also would love for you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed and to like this video. And we have to drop the world below. We have to drop a glow below. We have got this big transition happening for you, and it's important. So let's drop it. We've got it twice here. I'm gonna pull these two out for you. You can drop 2 globes below if you want to. But just embracing that energy, this big transition that's going on. There's so much good information. Oh my. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. I can't wait to see your precious self again. I miss you so soon. I know it. All right, until I do. Mwah.